Bro. Bro. What is this? This is terrible job shipping, bro. Look at this box. Look at this. Like, every box is damaged. Terrible. This is terrible right here. So we're about to talk to this supplier right here because this is unacceptable. So let's talk about it. So got the shattered backboards. Again, these don't release until August, but these boxes are absolutely terrible. Like, look at this, like rips. You see that right there? It's god awful. So I called the supplier. This guy, again, I haven't used before. It was a referral from one of my guys. He said, hey, yeah, shattered backboards, good to go. Here's one thing. I'm going to kind of go through this video on how to be able to do good business and actually elevate your business. Because this guy right here, again, he doesn't really know how to build a business that's going to be sustainable for the long term. So call him up right here. Tell him about these boxes. I'm like, bro, this is terrible. You saw how he shipped those boxes. We'll put a screenshot right here. Bro, he put an Amazon box in there. He put a Torn Jordan 1 box. And he said, man, I put those in there to prevent it from moving. If you're going to be somebody that wants to kind of give sneakers to somebody, please use bubble wrap. Please pack the sneakers the correct way. So I call this guy and he tells like, bro, like I can only do a $10 refund on each pair. I'm like, bro, that is so low. And guys, in this video, I'm going to go over like the things that you need to do because there's certain strategies and certain business tactics that you need to use for your resale business to get it to 6 figures, 7 figures. And I'm going to kind of go over it because this guy does not know what he's doing. So he said 10 bucks. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to argue with you. Just send over the 10 bucks. He sent over 50 bucks, 10 for each pair. Every box is damaged. But I told him like, bro, like, even if you take a loss on these, this is your fault. You packed it up terribly. Because again, anything with business, you want to have a repeat customer and you want to be able to have somebody for the long haul. It's more of the long game when you're reselling. Most resellers are very transactional. It's more the long game. So called him up. Again, $50 refund on this, but box are terribly damaged. Pews are in good condition, as you see. Jordan 1 shattered backboard. Pretty dope sneaker, but now I need to discount these because the box are damaged. Anytime you sell a damaged box, let the person that's buying know because you want to be transparent with everything. So these pairs are already sold, so I had to let all my buyers know that these are damaged boxes, and then we kind of go from there. But I'm gonna kind of go over how to do good business, and I'm gonna be talking about how to actually get a business to 6 figures, 7 figures, and the things that you need to do. So make sure you stay into the end because I've been doing this full time for the past 6 years, so I know every single detail and nuance that allows you to get to that next level. So guys, we're gonna take these shattered backboards that are broken. We're going to go ahead, put them in inventory. We're going to get these out to customers because these are already sold right here. Again, I use the pre-order method. And again, this guy I never used before, but that's why I like to do gifted upon arrival with people I never done business with before because I want to see if they're good. Again, this guy probably will never do business with again. So if you're doing business with somebody the first time and somebody doesn't vouch for them on their business, just I had someone that said he was okay, but this experience right here just makes me realize like, okay, yeah, I'm not buying from him again. But again, buy smaller bulk if it's somebody new. If you don't know this person. Typically with people that I work with, I give them my bulk supply list so everybody's good. And then once business is good, you keep scaling from there. So it's gonna be a great video, guys. Make sure you stay to the end. I'm gonna give you guys some sauce here. And then if you wanna learn how to buy bulk, really scale your business, how to do good business, I'm gonna kind of go over what it looks like, kind of getting into my free live training that's happening this Sunday. But shattered backboards, again, don't release to August. Super dope sneaker. Let's get these inside and let's keep this thing moving. Let's go. So guys, now got these pairs here. Again, put them in inventory, labeling them as damaged boxes on all of these right here. But like I mentioned earlier, you know, in this video, is like, just do good business. Again, you know, $10 refund on these boxes. Okay, bro, like, it was your fault. So being able to take ownership, because again, you always want things to be a long-term game. Even if you lose money on certain things, you want it to be long-term, especially, you know, it was your fault of why those boxes got damaged. But, you know, first things first that we always do, we always put, you know, inventory in. And again, a lot of these were sold based off a pre-order. Again, how I typically run my business is that I actually do a pre-order before they actually come and then kind of go from there. So with this guy right here, again, I did a smaller order with him to see how he was. Again, shoes are good, boxes damaged, you know, kind of go from there. So when you're going in bulk, again, a lot of you guys want to do bulk buying. That's where you can really scale your business. So the benefit that I have is that I have a list of bulk suppliers that I use, and then I get sneakers. That's how you see me with all these crazy sneakers. You saw me with over 100 pairs of the rare Air 4s. You see me with the Cave Stones, unreleased, all these different stuff, is because I have a list of bulk suppliers that I utilize that are all good in their, you know, they do good business. But when you're trying somebody new, like you've never done business before and somebody hasn't really vouched for them, like if I didn't vouch for them, for instance, then you want to test them. You don't want to go ahead and give somebody tens of thousands of dollars if you've never done business with them and nobody's there to kind of vouch for that person. So always do small purchases. Like I did 5 with this guy because I had never done business with him. Again, got the pairs. I don't know why you packed it like that, but you know, again, it kind of showed me like, okay, this is somebody that I'm not going to really do business with again, but you know, I got the sneakers, which is, you know, I can't complain about that. And most importantly, when you're really going through bulk suppliers, see how they respond, guys. You want to do business with people that are easy. You want to do business with people that understand relationships are key. That's how you want to actually link up with the bulk supplier. So again, that situation of him being like, man, I can't, I'm going to lose money, this, and this. That's where you kind of draw the line and be like, okay, this guy's not looking for the long term, because it's very easy to separate yourself in sneaker reselling. Very easy to separate yourself, man. It's just doing good business and understanding you're cultivating a relationship long term. And then when you build a clientele and kind of go from there, that allows you to grow. But I'm so grateful that I have so many suppliers that have helped me kind of grow and, you know, really build what I built the past 6 years. And if you guys want to learn how to buy in bulk, you saw the video that I'm getting all these pairs. You can learn how to do this. It's not hard to do. I've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people do it. And I'm having a free live training that's happening this Sunday that's going to go over all the details, how to sell them, how to buy them in bulk, how to be able to utilize different things like AI, how to be able to build a client list, how to do pre-orders, all those detailed things that you need in your business for it to actually grow. So guys, make sure you hit the link for that free live training. It's going to be incredible. So make sure you're there. But again, this is somebody that is new. I'm just showing you guys the behind the scenes of when you deal with somebody that might not be, you know, somebody new, and you're just testing them out to see if they're good. But yeah, you know, right there, you know, he didn't do a good job kind of de-escalating the situation and understanding like, hey, you got to do a better job, you know, with kind of what you're doing with your business, because it's all long term. So we put these in the inventory sheet already. Now we're going to get these out to customers. So again, first thing that I did was I emailed every single customer that bought these and tell them what happened to the box. Some customers like, hey, I don't care about the box. Some customers say, hey, I do care about the box. So I'm going to act accordingly to that individual. And that's how you do good business, guys. Like, most people don't understand is like, when you communicate with people and the customers and you get them what they want and you tell them what's going on and it's clear, that's going to be a customer for the long haul. So I emailed and texted all my customers. So I'm like, hey, the Jordan 1, you know, Cheddar Backward box are damaged. Some of them say, hey man, bro, I don't even care about the box. Some people's like, yeah, I care about the box. So we are going to make it work for that individual. So looking at this sneaker here, again, super clean sneaker. Some of these pairs right here, the Shatter Backboards, some are, you know, the side is not like the OG with that plush, you know, tumble leather. As you see, this one doesn't have it, but there's other ones that do have it. So this is a dope sneaker. Again, Jordan 1s. This is by far one of the best Jordan 1s of all time regarding non-OGs. So this is a no-brainer of getting it unreleased, because unreleased sneakers are always the best sneakers, but you get them before everybody else. So that's that process there. So now we're going to pack these up. We already text everybody about the sneakers that were ready to go. So going to get more pairs of these shatter backboards for sure. Obviously not from this guy that we used for the first time, but that's a good thing about having a system and having so many bulk suppliers you utilize, is like when you have good guys that you always use, it just pops like popcorn, which is great. So guys, I'm gonna go over a little bit more of the business, how you can elevate your business, and then wrap up this video and then go from there. So guys, this shatter backboard situation teaches a couple lessons. Is number one, always be professional. When you run a business, you want to protect your name and you always want to do good business, even though if the other side doesn't do good business. I could have easily forced a refund. Hey, I want my money. F you. I'm going to do all these different things. But I just kept it professional because I run my sneaker business like a real business. I just kept it professional. I took whatever the $10 refund and then I just kept it moving, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so I understand, it's like, I'm just not going to do business with him anymore. Because again, being professional and seeing this as a long-term viable income source, you got to be able to treat this like a real business and be very professional. And that's what I did in this situation. Again, was still able to sell all the pairs. Just had to let my buyers know that these boxes were damaged and see if they cared or if they wanted reimbursement or whatever it may be. Because again, you got to treat your customers extremely, extremely well. So this video is a good teaching lesson, because everything is not going to go your way when you're reselling. There's going to be times where things happen and you got to adjust, adapt, and make the right decision. So you just got to be able to adapt, because you are running a business and things do happen. But like what I said in this video, that's why you want to be able to have suppliers that you've done business with that are reliable, that you bought from, that all those different things, because now it just makes it like clockwork. And that's why so many people that I've helped and coached in my community have done so well in bulk buying, because I give them all the suppliers that I vetted myself, because I want to understand and do business with great people. So that's really the process, man. Reselling is very simple, but you got to treat it like a business. Too many people in this industry sees it as a transactional experience. And again, that's why so many resellers have a bad rap, because they're just not professional. They want to say, man, forget you, all this and this. Like, bro, you got to give great customer service. You got to be able to communicate and articulate yourself in a way that's respectful. And that's why I try to run my business. And that's why the people that I kind of help run their business that way. And that's why they make a lot of money with reselling. But again, having the suppliers is a big foundation in your business, because you need to get the sneakers. That's why being able to have reliable suppliers is very important, and kind of understand like the steps in the processes of actually getting great suppliers. So if you want to really resell and you want to do this for real, you just don't want to flip 1 or 2 pairs, you want to be able to actually make some good income, with the business, make sure you're tapped into my free live training that's happening this Sunday. You will not regret it. It is going to be spectacular. We're going to talk about bulk buyers. We're going to talk about bulk selling. We're going to talk about how to utilize AI. We're going to talk about how you vet, suppliers, all those different things to actually elevate your business to the next level. Because again, very simple business, but you got to treat it like a real business. You treat it like a side hobby, then you're gonna get paid as a side hobby. But treat it like a real business, you're gonna make some money with it. So again, guys, Shatter Backboards was able to sell these off. Again, there's a little wrench in this process. I wanted to be transparent with you guys, but you gotta make adjustments and keep it moving. And again, things are going to happen, but you just gotta go with it. You gotta roll with the punches, and you'll make some money. And then you always be professional. So that's the process there. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Again, just went through a couple things with that. You see my other videos. Again, I do like to utilize pre-orders and early pairs and all that good stuff. But summer is crazy for sneakers. Back to school is coming very soon. That's one of the biggest times we're able to make money. So this is the time now to get into reselling. If you don't know, if you are reselling, make sure at my live trainings, you will learn so many different aspects that allow you to grow, propel, and make a ton of money. Really do appreciate you guys. See you guys on Sunday. You already know Sniper Kicks is out. Peace.